What I want to move to is my favourite story, I think, in showbiz this year. The Justin Baldoni war with Blake Lively, which seems to me, initially felt quite sorry for Blake Lively, then I've been reading all the message between them all, and he's been putting out, obviously, and it's just like a pair of absolute weapons-grade narcissists.
Are you going to sue Blake Lively too?
Into oblivion, Megan. Wait till you see this lawsuit.
Oh boy. Well, for what?
I'm just going to tell you, you're going to wait and see. It's coming up soon.
Somebody is not a fan of truth getting out there. I'm a fan of truth, or at least hearing all sides. And the more you know, more perspective, context, and full understanding you can hopefully achieve.
In a startling admission, Hollywood starlet Blake Lively is scheduled to testify, according to British journalist Piers Morgan. While there is still little information available regarding the case, Morgan's stunning declaration has rocked the entertainment business. She is going to stand trial against her husband, Ryan Reynolds. The nature of the accusations and whether they could cause a significant scandal for the adored Hollywood couple are now the subjects of fan speculation.
Now, spray gunning each other as much dirt as they could possibly do, having spewed lovey-dovey to each other for months on end. I'm going to get critical drinker. This is in your world. I thought it was a great film. I say I've not been to the cinema and actually sat through a movie and been quiet and as attentive as I was to that in a long time. I thought it was very, very well done. A, do you agree? And B, what do you make of these now just trying to destroy each other in public?
Well, I haven't the movie yet, so I can't speak.
Really good, honestly. I highly recommend it. I thought it was great, and they're both great in it.
The drama, yeah, I mean, drama between them. Like, if what he's alleging is true, she sounds like an absolute nightmare.
Adapted from Colleen Hoover's 2016 best-selling book, It Ends With Us explores complex issues of abuse and domestic tragedy. Lily Bloom, played by Blake Lively, is a woman entangled in a complicated relationship that alternates between passionate love and destructive disaster. Given the delicate subject matter of the movie, a thoughtful marketing plan was necessary to take survivors' and viewers' reactions into account.
A story that covers domestic violence, not about domestic violence, about this woman.
Less about the way that Blake Lively has promoting It Ends With and how it's problematic, especially for a movie about domestic violence. So you might have seen this video. It's still on It Ends With Us TikTok account. In this video, she is sitting next to, I believe, Colleen Hoover, and she tells the viewer to grab your friends, wear your florals, and go to the movie, implying a lighthearted movie, rom-com, chick flick, and it definitely is not. Full disclosure, I haven't seen the movie yet. I've seen a lot of TikToks about them and have heard that the movie itself, the domestic violence portrayed within it, drew audible gasps within the movie theaters and then sob from people as well. Marketing it as this is irresponsible. The other character's name in the film is Lily Bloom, and she has been wearing a floral. Here would be that it's not about you.
You don't often see women in film. I feel like this is a film that's important to be made because just as an actor, I am not often given the opportunity to tell the story of a woman that really experiences the entire spectrum of female experience, or any human experience, you know? Like when you experience pain or trauma or darkness or sadness, that's your character. Or if you're light and levity and love and joy and hope, then that's character. You don't often see a woman that gets be so multifaceted because you don't often see messy women in film. And so to be able to be a woman who's contradicting herself, but yet it makes complete sense, and seeing the messiness of human experience, I think is a beautiful thing to see because it makes people feel seen and not alone. And that's how I felt when I read.
However, considering the film's somber themes, some have criticized Lively's promotional efforts, claiming that some of the tactics were inappropriate. For instance, backlash was triggered by the introduction of a hair care line and themed cocktails that referenced a contentious character, such while you wait. Debates concerning the appropriateness of such tie-ins were sparked by the perception held by many that these marketing prioritized financial gain over the film's main message.
So when they were filming It Ends With Us in her parents' place, I can't really see the entire movie, but specifically this one scene, the only time that we see her was like specifically when she's filming. I want to say she pulled up like 10 minutes before shooting, just a little bit, and then the cameras were rolling, and then pretty quickly cleared. But I honestly don't know what interaction she had with bystanders. There were a lot of people who had autographs, or like a photo or a book signed, but they blocked basically the entire vlog during the time of filming. So I'm not sure about how ever interactions were, if there were any at all, but I will say she did draw a big
The legal battle between Lively and Baldoni started in December 2024 when Lively filed a lawsuit alleging misbehavior on the production of It Ends With Us. According to Lively, there was unprofessional conduct during filming and inappropriate behavior, including intrusive queries about her personal life. Baldoni countersued, accusing Lively and her husband, Ryan Reynolds, of defamation and trying to harm his career. This legal battle has not only captured the public's attention, but also generated conversations about workplace morality, power struggles in the entertainment industry, and the difficulties faced by those who accuse high-profile people.
Now, Baldoni's lawsuit is 179 pages, so in case you don't have time to read through it all, I want to read you a direct quote from the complaint that essentially summarizes everything that Baldoni is alleging. He says, Lively wields immense power as one of the world's best-known celebrities. She set out to destroy plaintiffs' livelihoods and businesses if they did not bend to incessant demands, and when they refused to give way, she did exactly that, accusing them of foul and reprehensible misconduct. Now, I reached out to Baldoni's attorney, who tells me that they have copious amounts of text messages and emails and other evidence that they say proves that Baldoni did nothing wrong. I reached out to a representative, Blake and Ryan. They have not responded yet.
We're going to be talking all things Blake Lively and her complaint that she's filed against her It Ends With Us co-star Justin Baldoni. Yes, the It Ends With Us movie drama does in fact not end. What's interesting about this story to me is the Justin Baldoni of it all. He is a self-proclaimed feminist. He's woke in sexual assault and sexual harassment, toxic masculinity. And now in this complaint filed by Blake Lively, he's being accused of sexual harassment.
I challenge you to see if you use the same qualities that you feel make a man to go deeper into yourself. And will you be man enough to stand up to other men when you hear locker room talk, when you hear stories of sexual harassment, when you hear your boys talk grabbing ass or getting her drunk? Will you actually stand and do something so that one day we have to live in a world where a woman has to risk everything and come forward to say the words "me too"?
It's gonna be really awkward if these allegations are true. I will say, just for the record, I'm not a fan of either of these individuals. Something about both of them rubs me the wrong.
Ryan Reynolds, Lively's husband, is also involved in the legal issue. According to Baldoni, Reynolds first showed him appreciation while It Ends With Us was being filmed, even sending encouraging texts. But according to reports, tensions started when Reynolds tried to seize control and change the movie's script, which Baldoni objected to. According to Baldoni, this rejection caused Reynolds to side with Lively against him, further eroding the parties' working relationship.
Justin Baldoni is now involved with Taylor Swift in his lawsuit against Blake Lively. So Justin Baldoni is suing Blake Lively, Ryan Reynolds, and their publicists for over $400 million for all the It Ends With Us drama. Now he's name-dropped Taylor Swift, Blake's bestie, in the mix. Thankfully, Taylor Swift is not being sued, but she's mentioned in his 159-page paper complaint. He's alleging that Taylor's fame was used to pressure him during production. And it really also from this penthouse situation where Blake and Ryan live. Apparently, there was a meeting there with all of them. Taylor Swift was actually present, and Blake ended up rewriting one of the scenes. And even after the meeting was over, Tony texted Blake this: "I gotta put my glasses on for this, font is too small." Also was working on the rooftop scene today. Really love what you did. Makes it more fun and interesting. I would have felt the same way without Ryan and Taylor.
The sinister PR move. Blake Lively then moved 11 days later to file a lawsuit. So now she has filed a lawsuit, and I don't think she wanted to do this. I think she genuinely wanted this PR move, and she wanted to leak it to Times. She thought the public would take her side with no questions asked, and instead the public saying, no, we have a few questions here. And Justin Baldoni is going all the way wall on this. His lawyer already giving interviews explaining just how nasty her team played this. The lawyer's Brian Friedman. He stopped by Megyn Kelly's show, and here's some of the things that he say. First, he says there used to never be a sexual claim. There never was a sexual claim until she went to that civil rights office. Take a listen.
There was actually no allegation of sexual harassment in the lawsuit.
Lively's demand for 2 years of Baldoni's record implies that she is devoid of reliable proof. She would concentrate on the 2 months prior to bringing the lawsuit if she had evidence. Since people use their phones in ways that might corroborate her claims, requesting 2 years increases the likelihood that something suspicious will be discovered.
Ryan Reynolds is backing his wife Lively 100%, but his claims on Baldoni are being proved false, Justin Baldoni just exposed. And in 2024, doing the movie Deadpool and Wolverine, Ryan Reynolds introduced the character of Nice Pool saying his own creation. The character of Nice Pool had one in line where he was talking about the character Lady Deadpool, which was voiced by Blake Lively, saying she just had a baby but still good. And because of that, Blake Lively's It Ends With Us co-star Justin Baldoni has come out saying the character of Nice Pool was created just fun of him, and that line was used to bring up the idea that Justin Baldoni was critical of Blake Lively's post-pregnant weight. Since that movie came out, no one celebrating despite it making $350 million, with Blake Lively suing Justin Baldoni for sexual harassment and Ryan Reynolds supporting her. Now Justin Baldoni come out against Ryan Reynolds, pointing Ryan Reynolds actually liked the entire process of filming, even text Justin Baldoni at one point saying, "I just half adore you." Justin Baldoni's claim is that Ryan Reynolds actually loved Baldoni until Ryan Reynolds wanted to take over and do a rewrite of the script, which he wouldn't allow, and then at that point Blake Lively and Reynolds turned on him. Because that Justin Baldoni is suing Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds for $400 million.
Following a controversial cover for The Hollywood Reporter in February 2025,